Yo, what is up, you guys? Hope y'all been partying like every day is your birthday, because we got another one for y'all today. Bop! Oh my gosh, y'all see that? Yeah, this video today has been requested by y'all for y'all, so I'm gonna watch it for you. I don't know what rhymes with you, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that. We got the top 10 most epic anime fights of 2020. You know what I'm saying? We about to see the best fight scenes and all that stuff. So I'm about to get teed up. Let me make sure my mic ain't too loud. Y'all already know I'm gonna be lit in that motherfucker. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Is that good, y'all? Cause I'm telling y'all, I'm about to be lit. I'm about to be lit watching this. So without further ado, grab your boo. And what do we do? Damn, the knee to the face. I hope these are fire. These better be dope.
It didn't seem too long ago, but we're actually in the last few weeks of 2020 already. Time's flown by, largely in part to the situation of the world at large.
Yeah, y'all, COVID has made time fly. It's really been almost a year since we've been in COVID already. And it has gone by like boom, 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 boom. Y'all, we've been doing YouTube for damn near, I think, 7 or 8 months. I feel like I just started. I feel like I've been doing it for like 2 or 3. It's crazy how much time flies, man. That's why I always say go after your goals, because time goes by fast. You don't want to leave your goals in the past. Tighten up.
Nevertheless, the recovery of the anime
man.
industry is a tale for the ages, and I still find myself amazed at Japanese resiliency that managed to still bring us these shows that we love. So for today, I'll be going through 10 of the best anime fights in 2020, because let's be honest, half of the guys who like shonen series like anime for the fantasy and the fights, and we'll be taking a look at the best of the both of them today. As a precaution, there will be spoilers on this list, but I'll try to keep them to a minimum.
Ooh, spoilers. I don't care.
Also, I won't be including stuff from fall 2020, even though I've already had some candidates in mind. I'll be saving that for the fall fights video, or maybe a volume 2 of this video. Now, before anything, I'd like you to subscribe and help this channel reach its next milestone. Your contribution would be much appreciated.
Yeah, y'all, it'd be much appreciated. You'll be much obliged if y'all watch, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the video. I don't want to see y'all only watch for 20 seconds. And if you only watch for 20 seconds, let me know what I can do better so you don't only watch for 20 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I'm always, gosh, bro, my oh my gosh, my neck, man. I need a chiropractor. I feel like I'm 90. And that neck made me forget what I was talking about, that neck pop. Hey, y'all be careful, by the way. That could lead to injury, man. I warned you, it's not my problem. Let's go.
We start the list with the fight where everyone teams up against Demon in Black Clover. It's been a while, but I legitimately think that Black Clover's become an underrated show. It may be because of the bad publicity it had.
You guys said, this is, someone told me about Black Clover. Someone said Black Clover was gas.
It's been a while, but I legitimately think that Black Clover's become an underrated show. It may be because of the bad publicity it had when it first aired, but it has become a really enjoyable show now, but not a lot of people still seem to be watching it. A battle shonen is nothing without good fights, but we see a prime example of what Black Clover brings to the table with this fight. This fight pretty much encapsulates what a shonen fight is. Tense circumstances, a seemingly unbeatable foe, old reliable allies pitching in and joining the fight with their own awesome stunts. Seeing Asuna surpass his limits whilst the opening music plays in the background sent chills down my spine, really. The finishing move's probably one of my favourite Black Clover moments this year, period. It's too bad that many people sleep on Black Clover, but I think it's done pretty well for itself given the circumstances.
I don't think this one looks that good. I'm not gonna cap with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100, alright? Y'all might not agree with me. This is just my opinion. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna come over here and act like everything is daisies and rainbows when it's not daisies and rainbows. I'm not gonna fill your butt with Lucky Charms and Freddy Pebbles, alright? To me, it's a decent fight scene, but it's not like a fight scene that's gonna make me be like, oh shit, like that one Glow fight scene. If you didn't see the last video, go check it out. I don't know why everyone disliking it though, bro. Y'all gotta tighten up. Let me know what I can do to fix it. But yeah, that fight scene was dope.
Coming up next is a fight from Gleipnir. Shuichi and Claire versus Hikawa.
Oh damn, see that's a good fight scene. He hit a girl!
The duo of Shuichi and Claire had a tough customer as their first challenge while getting used to their powers. They'd barely gotten an idea of the whole coin-collecting business and their powers before they get shoved into the battle royale by Hikawa and her powerful limbs. The fight itself is not that swingy, as once Shuichi and Claire got a hang of things, they dispatched their first opponent without too much effort. The thing ends up with us getting a glimpse of Claire's ruthless side, but not before we get to see some great animation.
Paw Patrol looking different in this, y'all. This is a good fight scene, man. I like this. I like this.
A Pine Jam. I think that the fight belongs here because it's one of the things that put Gleipnir on the map. Thanks to how the fight was done in a way that outdoes its manga counterpart, the encounter helped Gleipnir break through and become one of the more popular shows in the admittedly dry spring season. It then led the way to more amazing fights that we'll see down the line, but in terms of actual visuals, none of them come close to this one. We continue with something big. Misaka versus Doppelganger in the finale of Railgun.
Isn't this the, oh wait, no, Railgun T, that was one of the animes I reacted to also. Okay, so these must be good animes if they're on multiple lists. We might have to check out Railgun T though.
Gun T. Now, I know that this isn't the fight that I talked about the last time I featured Railgun T, but while that battle between side characters...
Dang, bro, what's all that? What is her power?
...has all the makings of a grand fight, I think it just lacked a bit of oomph in terms of spectacle and scale compared to what we have as an ending to Railgun T. Where else could you see a giant Godzilla in anime and a showcase of how badass Misaka really is? I mean, before this, you'd probably think how she's one of the weaker level 5s thanks to how normal she seemed amongst the gallery of sociopaths or downright insane people. It makes you forget that Misaka is actually the 3rd ranked among them. Well, look no further than this fight that caps off Railgun T's storied run, which sees her face off against a seemingly unbeatable foe with near-perfect adaptability. The run-in by the rest of Scavenger as also brought me joy when I first watched this finale. Now, I hope that this convinced you to give Railgun T a shot, especially if you enjoyed the previous seasons. For an anime on its 3rd season, it hasn't lost its edge ever since the series started a decade ago.
Oh! She can do that with her finger? Yeah! Hold up, bro. I thought it was Railgun T because she had like a sniper railgun. I didn't know that bit was her fingers. Yeah, I might need to check that one out.
Well, here's a battle featuring a side character now, as we move on to Berkoli versus Vector. The last core of Sword Art Online's War of Underworld went off to a fast start. After the controversial start to the season, I can see that a lot of people were brought back by the amazing fight that followed an episode after. And it wasn't Kirito's return that got people most excited. That would have to wait until around 5 to 6 more episodes. It was Berkoli's battle against Dark Lord Vector. Prior to this fight, we barely saw much of what Berkoli could really do, but this should prove that he more than deserves his moniker of being the legendary hero and the strongest integrity knight. Toe-to-toe with the Lord of Darkness is next.
Oh yeah, to change the frames and that, it just looks intense throughout the whole thing, man. That's a show I would watch.
So impossible, but the leader of the Integrity Knights did it. As a novel reader, I can say that some details were omitted, which would have made the fight even amazing, but I'm generally satisfied with what A1 gave us. This fight might not have been the most important one or the best adapted in this core, but in terms of visuals and presentation, this fight completely blows everything else out of the water. A1 really bringing their A game to their cash cow franchise.
Oh, yes,
we continue the battles against impossible obstacles with the entire sequence versus Tiamat in the last part of Fate Grand Order Babylonia.
Oh my goodness! What the f is that? What is that, bruh? What in the... That the Owl Queen? What the freak? Oh, that's fine though. Man, these anime look pretty good, man. That's why I came to watch. That's why I came to see. Where the popcorn?
Now, I think I've cheated with this one a little bit. Why? Well, I won't be talking about a single fight, but I'll be compiling everything into a sequence. The whole sequence against Tiamat as she marches towards Uruk is nothing short of awesome. Noble phantasms being thrown everywhere, so many character arcs finding their course, some really amazing scenes like Quetzalcoatl's double noble phantasm and the Mash and Merlin combo. For me, it's this series of episodes that make Babylonia the most fun.
Man, y'all, you have to let me know though which one of these I should watch. Like, y'all can't just spitter spatter animes. Y'all gotta let me know. Be like, yo, yeah, that anime, that one's the one. That one is the one. You gonna like that.
Had in a Fate anime in a while. It helps that the music choice for these scenes are my jam, and along with the voice acting, it really enhanced these moments. If you're looking for a Fate anime to watch, make sure you give this one a whirl. Don't be intimidated with how it's supposed to be towards the end of the Grand Order storyline. You can completely watch Babylonia as a standalone without prior knowledge of Fate.
Oh my God, you're toasted.
Japanese anime on the list, like this one from White Cat Legend. If you've been following, I recently featured this fight a few lists back, and looking at the stuff that I've watched this year, I can proudly say that I made the right call. Looking at the year as a whole, this final fight still holds up really well.
Oh my God! Ooh, that dude got lucky, bro. He almost got decapitated right there.
You could watch it without context and still be entertained. That's not to say that the fight has no emotional weight behind it though, but this one I'm pretty sure most people like for its choreography and just how complicated each sequence is. It's a complete chore to animate, yes, but thanks to the amazing team who brought us this series, we got something so aesthetically pleasing. We don't have grand attacks like noble phantasms that take up 80% of the screen and explosions, but as
she Uno reversed you! What was that? Was that like super juice? Jit got some super juice and she Uno reversed it?
Anime, yes. But thanks to the amazing team who brought us this series, we got something so aesthetically pleasing. We don't have grand attacks like noble phantasms that take up 80% of the screen in explosions, but as some say, less is more and simple is better.
She Uno reversed her juice, man! I like that one.
If you've been paying attention to my videos lately, you won't be surprised to see this on the list. Fog Hill of 5 elements may be short, but it brings with it a kind of animation excellence that's been sorely lacking in a number of its contemporaries. Maybe it's due to being less mainstream and thus being under the radar. That way the team have less pressure and probably deal with less deadlines. Whatever the reason may be, 2 thumbs up for the work they did in this sequence. In fact, if you were to tell me which Fog Hill fight I have to feature, I'd consider this interchangeable with the bridge scene that I featured on another list. Make sure to check that video out too if you've got the time. Back to this topic though, this thing is insane. Come on, try playing the video in slow motion and you can see how much work got put into the sequence in order to give us this experience. I had a hard...
Should we put it into slow motion for a second? Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Let me see it.
Time following the action time.
Oh yeah, that's...
And that's not a negative thing, not in this context. It instead adds to the experience of the scene, and it's an experience that you rarely get these days. You knew a My Hero fight is coming sooner down the line, didn't you?
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! On my way to the Grammys. This is my anime. Y'all already know, bro. My Hero Academia is pretty good. Although there's like a few things that I don't like about them. They're pretty dang good, man. This one and One Piece are my anime shows. Y'all already know. Season 4 of this is coming out near my birthday, so you already know I'm gonna have to binge watch that.
The next entry is Endeavor versus Hood. The latest season of My Hero Academia really gave us one spectacular send-off. It shows off some lit visuals as well as a big redemption for everyone's favourite bad dad. It's a fight filled with high stakes because quite honestly, I think that the whole of Japan is screwed if Endeavor and Hawks can't take down the high-end Nomu. When Hood began seeking out strong opponents, he got what he wanted, and it was a spectacle that we all got. The fight's not a stomp and is a very intense back and forth exchange with a lot of fake finishes. A lot of times you think that the fight's over, but the combatants just keep coming back. Plus we get to see a plethora of Endeavor.
This fight scene, y'all, if you haven't seen My Hero Academia, go check it out. This fight scene was insane, man. They're all pretty good. That's really why I like My Hero Academia, and also why I like One Piece. I mostly like them for the fight scenes, and their fight scenes in that is so good. Although One Piece's was trash. One Piece's in the beginning was pretty trash. I didn't like One Piece's beginning fight scenes. I thought they were kind of My Hero Academia is pretty good though.
Of his moves that couldn't have been animated any better. It's just simply beautiful. I personally still put United States of Smash as my favorite fight, but this one's right up there too in terms of how impactful it was. Second place on this list is Jin versus Devi from God of High School.
Oh, you better get all the clout in his class. Oh, yeah.
God of High School entered with a bang, but unfortunately it can't carry that momentum to the end. When critics called God of High School an anime that's just full of fights, it makes you think that the fight should at least live up to the hype. Now, for the most part, I think the fights more than pull their weight and still make God of High School an exciting watch. At the forefront of many fights is Jin versus Devi. It's a tough decision for me, but I give this fight the nod because of the sheer hype and stakes it has going for it. We just saw Devi demolish his previous opponent, and we finally learned why he seems so hell-bent on winning. In the hopes of saving his friend, Devi had taken on a much more sadistic turn at fighting, and this new fighting style surely gave Jin a run for his money. The actual fight has seen to be believed, as we got a brilliant barrage of attacks that showcase both fighters' intensities and will to win. The best part about it is that it ends with the classic happy ending for everyone, with bonds forged through fire and a renewed will to face tomorrow. You can find gems in the most unlikely of places, and that saying couldn't be any more true with the #1 entry for today's list, that one fight from Hitori No Shita. If any of you expected to get a fight this good from a Chinese anime, raise your hand. If you expected it to come from the 3rd season of Hitori No Shita, keep your hands raised. Okay, now if you kept your hand raised, you know you're lying, okay? The series as a whole isn't too popular, and who would have expected this gem of a fight to be hidden in its 3rd season of all places? Heck, I won't even consider it much of a 3rd season, but more of a transition to a possible 4th season. Yet, in this unassuming transition season of a niche show, we have some of the sleekest and smoothest animation for a fight scene in as far back as I can remember. For how much is going on and how fast things are moving, it amazes me how the animators just knocked it out of the park with this one. In terms of dramatic stakes, the fight might be nowhere near the top, but in terms of animation and fight choreography, it certainly takes the cake for the best fights in 20.
Dang, she just Hadouken his stomach. Yeah, I might have to check this one out too. There's some good ones.
2020.
Damn! She's not even bruised.
So, how did you find this list? Did you think that 2020 has been a good year in terms of anime fights? Are there other anime fights this year that I've missed out on? There's so much.
Yeah, how do you guys think about 2020, man? 2020. It was definitely a long year, but hey, 2021 I think is gonna be the year, man. I hope it is. 2020, you gotta make sure 2021 is your year too. Don't be slacking, don't be going lazy. Don't be doing it, you know, I'm gonna go out later today and practice on my basketball jump shot. Y'all road to becoming a hoopist. Y'all already know. But hey, no, I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Y'all have an absolutely amazing day. Y'all be easy. And deuces.